What's up, folks? Welcome to the 10th Q&A already. So that makes this episode kind of special. Now, as you can see, I'm also in a different location. This is my studio, or actually the backside of my studio. And well, that's actually because I forgot to bring my SD cards back home where I normally do the recording, so I had to drive back to the office. And I thought, well, let's just do it here because it's kind of silly to drive then back home. Anyways, a couple of weeks ago, Freddie asked me a question if I could do a review on one of the more expensive wireless microphone sets from Saramonic, and as you know, I popped an email, etc. And well, here it is. So I'm going to do a review about this product. It will come probably on the end of the month because I've got some other videos planned. But I can say already from the first touch on this product that it definitely feels a lot more premium, and it's coming very close to my Sennheiser's one. And I'm also expecting that because these are not so cheap. So that is coming. Next, I want to talk a bit about a video that I uploaded, I think a week ago here on YouTube. It was a promotional video about a course that I'm selling. Well, first of all, thank you so much for the great response again on it. Also for those who've purchased the course, and I've also received tons of great reviews on that as well. So thank you very much for that in the first place. But also, I want to talk a bit about the number of dislikes I also received on that video. It was a bit more than usual. And I'm not sure, but I think it's because that I'm trying to sell something over YouTube. Now, I have to say that I'm actually working like 3 to 4 days every week on YouTube. So, and that is my work week. So I actually have to find ways to earn some money through YouTube. And if I don't, that means I can't keep doing this. Just imagine that you would take 4 days off from work. How would your life look like then if you won't earn anything anymore? You won't be able to pay off your loan, you won't be able to buy enough food to help your family, etc. So I will be uploading more promotional videos in the future here on YouTube. I will ask for more support also if I would like to do this more and more full-time even. So that's just the way it has to be. I'm not planning to get rich here on YouTube. I mean, I love doing this so much, but I just need like a minimum income, and that's what I'm trying here with my courses. Anyways, let's go to the questions because I think that's why you guys are here. And the first one comes from Exodus Gaming Z, and he asks me, do you have a tutorial to remove watermarks? And that's actually a comment on a video that I made, an After Effects tutorial on how to remove a logo from a truck or something else which is moving. And well, removing watermarks is a different technique, but I will make a tutorial about it because I actually received more questions from people on how to do that. So yes, it's on my list and I'm planning to do it pretty soon. I hope to do it this month, and if not, then definitely in the beginning of next month. The next one comes from Blue Calm Productions, and then the next question comes from Manny, and he asks me, which camera would you recommend to me as a vlogger, Q&A-er, and so on. And he's doubting between the Canon 750D or the Sony a6000. Now, personally, I would say don't look anymore towards Canon if you're looking in that price range. Canon is more focusing on their cinema range, you know, the C100, 300, etc. for videographers. As for their prosumer range, or the DSLRs, they're more focusing on photographers than anymore on videographers. Because if you look at functionality, then Sony, Panasonic, Samsung, they can deliver a lot more. So I would say go for the Sony a6000 if you really want so, but don't forget to also look at other types of cameras. You know, recently Sony announced the a6300, which is an amazing camera. You also have like these new Samsung series, I believe, the GH4, which is still an amazing camera. Anyways, I would definitely look for one specific thing, and that is 4K. Make sure that it shoots 4K, or you will regret it a little bit afterwards. YouTube now has even, I believe, 8K playback, so the world is getting more and more ready for 4K for delivery. But also, if you're not delivering in 4K, but just in 1080p, you can very easily crop in your videos. And for Q&As, that is perfect, because if you're saying something wrong, for example, you can just cut that out and like zoom in a bit on yourself, so that that cut isn't so visible, so that you won't have this jump cut. But let's move on to the next question, which comes from Bro Studios, and he asks me, are you Dutch? Yes, I am Dutch. I actually live in Belgium. I recently moved to Maasmechelen, for those who are also from Belgium. And my office is here in Zonhoven, which is pretty close to Hasselt. Anyways, if you're ever in the neighborhood, then definitely come by to have a coffee. Another, not really a question, but something that I would like to respond on, and that comes from ARP Productions. And he actually made a comment on my promotional video about my course, and he asks, or actually he says, looking forward to this one. Perhaps it wasn't really clear, but the course is already out there. You can find links to where you can purchase or also preview the course on that video. So it's already out. You don't have to wait any longer. And that was it again for this week's Q&A. Pop your questions in the comments below. I'll pick out a few and answer them in next week's Q&A. Thank you so much for watching again. And as always, stay creative.